I'm gonna talk over this movie. I did this once before and it came out pretty decent. I might not match 100% with the pictures, but I can get the idea. This is a little store down at the end of our street. It's at the main highway entrance, and it's where we catch the Jeepneys that get out into town. If you notice through these pictures, you're going to see posters all over everywhere. This is the election. As a matter of fact, 10 more days and the election takes place. So there's just posters everywhere. The majority of this movie will be where we went to immigration. And you'll see a lot of the street vendors and over immigration, and I also have a lot of construction in here. I've been asked if there's much construction taking place, and the way they build is a little different. So you'll be seeing a lot of pictures of different construction. They use the concrete blocks. They're a thin block. They're not a thick block like you see mostly in the United States. And they build the walls and they build the reinforcements in between. If you see the long pillars, they're building the wall, then they do the support structure for it. Doesn't matter what they're doing. If you said they see you with a camera, they'll stop working and wave at you and everything. The people are really neat, and they do like to have their pictures taken. But this is the apartments in the subdivision. This is right. Well, here's a church. They're in the middle of building this church right now. There's some guys out in front working on it, off on one side. And these apartments in the subdivision, there's no rules or regulations about building onto it. You just put your stone out there and start building. Now, once they start to do these walls, some people really go overboard and make them look nice too. These guys are working on this wall, and there it is, completed. These are some of the street vendors in front of the in front of the immigration building. The immigration building has a lot of people working in it, so these vendors are supported by the employees and the clients of the immigration building, immigration offices. And the food is really good. Street food is really here. You see again, everybody likes the picture. The little V they make with their fingers is supposed to be good looking. You see that in a lot of pictures they'll take and put that little V underneath their chin. I was walking down the street while I was waiting for my papers at immigration. I noticed the moon peeking through one of these windows. So I got a couple of nice pictures of that. This is right behind the immigration office, the Manila River, and I happened to get a couple of boats passing through, coming up down the river. It's something, all this time I've been going there, I didn't realize there was a river right behind it. You turn your papers in, you have about an hour to wait from the time you turn your papers in to when you can pick them up again. So it gives me time to kind of wander the neighborhood and go down to the Jeepneys Park and take pictures. So it's kind of nice to find this river on the other side and get pictures. I said I'd show some construction. There's a little of an electrical contractor nightmare up there. This guy's got some old scrap wood, and he made himself a cart to sell coconut juice by. That last picture was kind of neat because it was that's a defense wall that was built, and there it is there again. It's a defense wall built by the Spanish, and underneath that wall they have the prison. So if you shoot the wall and try to knock the wall down, you wind up killing the prisoners underneath. I this guy was going up and down the sidewalk, kind of cleaning it up a little bit. This guy was smiling. I missed his smile though when I took the picture. I mentioned before, I always point at my camera and try to get a head shake yes or a head shake no, or ask if it's okay if I get pictures. Very rarely do I just take a picture and assume it's okay. Now, of course, when there's groups of people, I don't ask everybody in there, but when I concentrate a picture on a specific person, I do. This is the park that I was talking about there, and the historic district is actually inside of the, I guess it would have been like a Spanish fort or a Spanish protected area. This is the Bureau of Immigration. And you saw the people out front. Every Monday they have a meeting out in front of the building, and they say a prayer, they say the national anthem, sing the national anthem all together, and the pledge to their country. It's kind of a long thing. It takes them about an hour to go through everything. Maybe a little bit longer. It's every Monday morning they do that, and then they close the offices down on Friday. So it's just their opening ceremony for the week. There's one of the guards for the park. That would have been the entrance that you saw back there to get down into the prisons. I love these little trikes. They're dangerous as could be, but they're fun to ride in. Oh, look at this. Thank heaven for 7-Eleven. Clear over here in the Philippines, huh? I know there's a lot of ironwork, and I think it's all a carryover from the Spanish, because there's a lot of the Spanish-looking design in their wrought iron over here. This is just a strange tree. It's a big old bulky-looking tree. But it looks neat laying in the park. You know, some of the trikes have motors and some don't. These are all pedal in here. Here's a building under construction. I've also got some pictures in here of the different suppliers, and if some people ask me about the construction, I thought it'd be kind of neat to throw some pictures in and show what it looks like when people are working on things here. These aren't the most beautiful shots I've ever taken, but I was driving down the road and trying to get some pictures of what the traffic and what it looks like on the side of the road. There's more. They build these scaffoldings all over. Sometimes they build them. They're usually done out of steel here, but you do see them made out of the bamboo sometimes. There's more wiring off there to your left. I tried to get some supply houses, but I didn't get a very good job. This is a little store right in front of our subdivision they were working on. There's a view inside one of the buses. They have a TV you can watch in while you're driving down the road in a bus. Not much beware, be careful, and protection against construction. There's not much of that whatsoever. If you see construction taking place, you just watch out for yourself. They don't worry if you fall in a hole or if somebody drops something on top of you. The only place they really care for are the large buildings, and they will put nets under them and everything, because if something drops up there, it'll kill somebody. These little Jeepneys. The Jeepneys are neat. They're very inexpensive to ride. They're about 20 cents to ride a Jeepney. But they're real low. You have to bend over, and you're really hunched over when you crawl up in there. And they pack them full of people. There's a little supply place selling tile for construction. Another building company that's all filled up with cement on there. These are the road that's taken alongside the road coming in from Manila to Tunco. That's the nearest major town to where we live at, is Tunco. These, I just can't believe the wiring. I would be, and everything over here is 220 volts. So I think I'd be afraid to ever get wrapped up and try to tackle that. And I always felt comfortable around electricity in the United States, but they've got quite a maze they do. Those guys are brave that want to tackle that job, I'll tell you. Excuse me. There's more guys. They saw the camera, they stop and they pose up there. Ah, these guys were characters. They saw the camera and they waved me over to get pictures of them. These guys are all working construction out there, and they just stopped everything. They stopped and waving. And here these guys were on the same project, and these all masked up, and they told them, hey, get the mask off. There's the guy taking pictures here, so. There's so many different ways these Jeepneys are done. Some are beautiful looking things, inside and outside. You can tell the owner puts everything he's got right into making that thing look nice. Here's a couple of guys at a store. They saw me with a camera too, and it's this older guy says, hey, I'm the grandfather, and that's my noisy nephew. There's more construction. You see, there's not much protecting the people underneath if anything gets dropped on that building. A lot of the Jeepneys have religious things on it too. They're very religious people over here. They're very guided towards the Catholic belief. As a matter of fact, in the very beginning of this movie, you saw the picture of the school. That's the school that Darwin will be going to. It's a Catholic school. Contrary to the United States, the Catholic school over here is the most economical school to send your child to. Some things in the States we take for granted, and we don't realize it's very different. Over here, you pay for school. There's no such thing as a free ride in school. You pay an entry fee, and you have to pay every month for your kid to go to school. There's a lot of things you see, like the road repair isn't quite kept up like we would do. And it's because they don't get the tax money from the people. Oh, this guy does a fantastic job making doors. I didn't get a picture of one here, but he's got some that are hand carved, and he's got an example. One of those doors that has a big hand carved dragon on it, beautiful looking dragon, on the inside and the outside, and it's only 6,000 pesos, which is $150. There's little corn booths. They sell corn there. There's another one making the corn in the kettle. That's all they do is sell corn. Hey, I hope you enjoy the movie, and subscribe. I'll see you again. Bye-bye.